Tonight, our culinary challenge will be all about cookies. Our two contestants, Johnny and Barbara, on the right. Today, we'll be using the ingredients set before us on the counter here. They're going to have 30 minutes to make a batch of cookies using stoichiometry. All right, let's start with Barbara. Barbara, what inspired you to do cooking?
Well, I live in New York City, full of culture, full of like a melting pot, just like the melting pot in Washington, D.C. But there's a lot of cooking, a lot of different types of foods, and I just fell in love.
Fell in love. So, Johnny, how about you? How did you get into cooking?
Well, when I lived in Ohio, I lived all around food. Chickens, alligators, crocodiles, catfish, small children, you can name it. But what really made me fall in love was just to bring it all together. Unlike my partner, I had it rough. I wasn't born in the city. I wasn't given my opportunities. I took them. Mr. Barnes. I took my opportunities.
We have a problem. There's only enough brown sugar for one of the contestants. Who is going to take it? Johnny or Barbara? Whoever answers this following stoichiometry question first will win the brown sugar. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. If 200 grams of propane is burned, how many grams of H2O is produced?
I got it! 290.987 grams!
That is correct. Barbara, you have won the brown sugar.
What? How?
Now, on to the cooking.
Already a rookie start to the first and less competent contestant. Whoa! You better watch it, Barbara! I'm missing something!
It was 2 minutes before the deadline for putting them in the oven. Zoe has a slight lead on Javier at the moment. They're both going as fast as they can with the deadline fast approaching. All right, and we're off to the oven.
Stop!
The cookies are finished, and we have our chief judge here, Gabby Speck, ready for the taste test. This is the moment of truth. On the right, we have the cookie of Johnny. And then, in the other hand on the left, the cookie of Barbara. Who will
by
win?
my first look at it, we can tell Johnny's is a little burnt. Not sure if that's the brown sugar acting up or just his timing it of baking in the oven. And we see Barbara's is perfectly golden and nice and soft, so we can just see which one is better. So as I break open Johnny's, it's a little hard. It's definitely missing something. Definitely missing the brown sugar, but not terrible.
They're fine.
And now we have Barbara's.
So, Johnny, I know you're obviously very disappointed about your recent loss. Do you want to maybe describe how you could do better and where you went wrong this time around?
I think where I went wrong was just stoichiometry. Ever since, 10th grade chemistry, I decided just to not study it. But now I see how interrelated it is, how connected it is. You know what I'm saying, Carson? How
Absolutely.
It's part of everything. How without stoichiometry, I would not have won. And I have to hand it to Barbara, who just blew me away.
I think what I really took away from this competition and what really got me to this point of winning was the fact that I was able to do the math right at the beginning of the project. And I was able to get the right proportions of the food, meaning that during the chemical reaction in the oven, the cookies came out perfectly because the multiple ratios of each of the ingredients really worked out thanks to the stoichiometry and the comparison to each ingredient.
And unfortunately, our loser Johnny will have to spend 5 minutes in the pit.
5 minutes? I'll do the honors of closing. Being the winner and all.